In this lesson, we're going to be writing inequalities with variables on both sides. Before we start, though, let's talk about a few little words that we need to be paying attention to as we read these situations. So some of the key words, or what I like to call magic words, that infer that we will be multiplying by a variable is the word per, each, every, a, and an. Also, when talking about inequality symbols, this symbol is our greater than symbol. This symbol is our less than symbol. One thing that I always like to tell my students is this symbol right here, it kind of looks like the letter L, and that's how you know that that's your less than symbol. When we see the greater than symbol with half of an equal sign underneath it, this is greater than or equal to, and this symbol is our less than or equal to. So in example number 1, it says Helen has $330 in her savings account. This is what she's starting with. And Vince opened savings account with $0. So this is Helen starting with $330, and this is Vince who's starting with $0. So I'm going to write Helen, and I'm going to write Vince. So we already know that Helen is starting with $300 and Vince is starting with nothing. So then it goes on to say that Helen deposited $30. We know that deposited means that we're putting money in, we're adding money in. So that is going to be addition. Deposited $30 into her account each week. So here is that key word, each. So the number 30 is for each week, so it's going to be 30 times X. So deposited means that we add, and it's going to be 30 for each week. So Vince deposited $50, so Vince is adding $50 into his account each week. So each is that key or magic word. That means the 50 is going to be multiplied to the variable. So Vince is 50x. So far all I've done is I have matched Helen's numbers, 300 plus the $30 each week, and Vince is $50 for each week. So as we go on, it says, what is the inequality representing this situation when the amount of money in Helen's account was greater than the amount of amount of money in Vince's account? So this is saying that we want Helen to be greater than Vince. So looking back up here at our little notes, this was our less than symbol, so this is our greater than symbol. We're wanting Helen to be greater than Vince. These numbers right here, this expression represents Helen, and we want it to be greater than Vince. So this is what we're looking for. Okay, example number 2. So renting video games from Store S. So I'm going to put Store S. I'm going to write everything down just like I did in the first example. They're saying is $2.50 per game. So per was one of those key words or those magic words. That means that this number, $2.50, is going to be the number that's going to be multiplied to the variable. So for Store S, I'm going to put $2.50 times X. And then as I continue to read, it says plus a monthly fee of $5. So I'm gonna write that down as I read it. Renting video games from store T. So I'm gonna write store T. Cost $5 per game. So there's that magic word, that key word. The number that's next to it is $5. So that means that I'm going to be multiplying the $5 times the X. So I'm going to go over here and write that down. With no monthly fee. So this one right here, store S had a initial cost of $5 per month. But then we have store T that has no monthly fee. So we're not going to be adding anything over here. So the monthly cost to rent video games depends on the number of video games V rented. So the question says, what is the inequality representing the situation when the monthly cost store S is less than the monthly cost of store T? So my notes from the top said the one that kind of looks like the L, that's going to be my less than symbol. So I want S to be less than store T. So this is our inequality.